I need to go live a lot earlier, but I have other commitments. But I made a commitment to you guys as well. The commitment I made was that if you subscribe, I will go live more often. Let me get closer to you guys. So today I am live again. It is late, but I thought let me go live. And I have a few topics I want to talk about. Previously, I was asked to talk about my beard, but I don't have much time today. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about privacy. I believe that in 2025, and yes, we are about to go into the new year in about 2 weeks' time, but I believe that in 2025, privacy is dead. Privacy is dead. In 2025, we have seen the death of privacy. When you go online and you search for something and you look for something online, you are being tracked. Everything you do is being tracked. The UK has just released, well, not just released, a few months ago, to view anything that is 16 plus online, you now need to show how old you are, and prove your identity to view anything that is 16 plus online. Um, which means that you have to give your either biometric or your physical ID to online websites just to access them. Privacy is dead. Nobody has privacy anymore. The second you go on the internet, you don't have privacy. You don't have privacy. Privacy is dead. It is. Guys, I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by Christmas. Please subscribe. Today we're talking about privacy. Privacy is dead. You don't have privacy anymore. Every time you go on your phone, you go on your laptop, you go on your tablet, and you access the internet, you do not have privacy. Everything you say is recorded. Guys, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by Christmas. This is your Christmas gift to this channel. So please subscribe. So, yes, you don't have privacy. Did you guys know? I have Kevin saying sup. I have LD um, saying hi. But did you know that when you make a phone call, that phone call is recorded? Did you know that? Um, Anytime you make a phone call, not VoIP, but voice means voice over IP. Um, that is a phone call made on the internet, like a phone call made on WhatsApp or Viber or Facebook audio call. So, or WhatsApp call. When you make a phone call online through the internet, the phone call is not recorded because oftentimes there is end-to-end encryption on these messages and these phone calls through the internet, right? But when you make a phone call from your phone provider, your phone data is recorded. They track everything you do. Um, Kevin said I subbed. Thank you for subbing, Kevin. So if you are suspected of doing something illegal, the government, no, the police can use their forensic team to investigate you. They'll be able to pull your cell phone records without even you giving them your phone. They'll be able to see who you called, when you called, how long you called for. And if they put your phone on live monitoring, it means that any phone call you make to anyone is recorded and they will hear it live. That's not them hacking you. That's because every phone call you make through your phone provider is given to the police if you have been suspected of a crime. I have EEVVF saying lots of emojis. But yes, you don't have privacy. When you make a phone call, basically consider that phone call publicly available. Whatever you say can and will be used against you. If somebody wants to find out what you look at, they can. It's not that hard. Say hi. I'm saying hi. Thank you for all your emojis. Um, Evify, thank you for coming. Guys, please subscribe. I am trying to get to 200 subscribers by Christmas. This is your free gift to me. I know that we've already had Kevin subscribe, so there's 12 of you watching right now. So if all 12 of you subscribe, that would be amazing. So yeah, you don't have privacy. Your privacy is dead, right? When you make a phone call, your phone calls are recorded. You know what? Even if you make a phone call on WhatsApp or a phone call on Viber or a phone call on Facebook, they can still track that. They might not be able to track what you say because those apps have end-to-end encryption, but they can track the phone numbers you called. They can track how long you call those numbers for. There is no privacy. If you are using a VPN, people can still track you because maybe they cannot track your exact IP address, but whenever you click on stuff online, cookies, cookies track you, which means that even if you are using a VPN to hide your IP address, if you turn off your VPN and the cookie is still active, it will send a new ping and say, hey, this IP address has now changed, but it's the exact same cookie, which means this is the actual address. Sorry, I have to turn my lights off because you know I'm in an area where people are around, so I thought let me turn this off for now. But yeah, cookies. Cookies are a real thing, right? Cookies exist. So your privacy is dead. You do not have access to privacy anymore because even when can you guys still see me by the way? Ooh. Should I keep it like this? It's a little bit mysterious actually. Um I have a few comments. Bear with me. Should social media be banned for under 16? Yes. Yes. Social media should be banned for anybody under the age of 16. Because privacy is dead, it means that 16-year-olds don't have privacy. They don't. It means that anyone can access what a 16-year-old is doing online. And this is when grooming becomes a much bigger problem. It does. Because when a 16-year-old is on the internet and they are engaging in activity that is for older people and they are publicly talking about everything they're doing online, people with bad intentions can easily find out about who this person is and also contact them and reach them. That is not that difficult to do. Grooming is rampant. A couple days ago, I spoke about Roblox. On this channel, I always ask my subscribers to give me the next day topic. So whilst you're watching this, give me a topic for tomorrow. And when I asked this last time, one of the subscribers said, talk about Roblox. I'm not a gamer, but I spoke about the rampant issue we are having with child safety in online gaming, how that there is no privacy. You cannot protect children. If you are under 16 and you think you can protect yourself on the internet, you are lying to yourself. You cannot protect yourself. And if you think you are protecting yourself, let me get the light back on. If you think you are protecting yourself at age of 16 online, you are lying to yourself because there is no privacy. Privacy is dead. If you are a child, and yes, 16 is a child. If you have the word teen in your age, you're still a child. Maybe because I'm old. I think even 19 is a child. Maybe it's because I'm not 19. When I was 19, I'm like, I'm so grown up. You're a child. I'm sorry. I got a few comments saying here, great channel, man. How long have you been part of the LGBT community? Man, turn that light off. No one wants to see that face. Thank you for your comments. You know what? Even though you're trolling, um, you commenting tells YouTube to promote my video. So even if you're throwing shade my way, you are actually promoting my channel. So thank you for coming to my live and thank you for promoting my channel. Um, I'm not trolling. Hey, you know what? To me, you're trolling. To you, you're not trolling. That's fine. That's why I love YouTube. You get to be honest, however you want, and you get to hide behind the screen, and that's fine. I don't hide behind the screen. That's fine. Just joking. But how long have you been gay? Ah, let me go back to my topic. And please subscribe, by the way. Um, I have a comment saying, should a country change its values if its population are no longer natives? You know what? That is a great question. If you come back tomorrow, I am going to talk about this. And if you can't make it when I'm live, because I go live randomly, I always upload. This is day 19. I've been going live every day. Um, so tomorrow, oh, it's you, Harry Fett. You know what? You've been giving me great topics. Welcome back to my channel. Honestly, you are like the number one supporter of this channel. So thank you for coming back. Tomorrow we'll talk about should a country change its values if its population is no longer natives? That's a great, really great topic. I know what you mean in terms of America. Um, I have Sandeep saying, just answer it, bro. That's the whole point of tomorrow. Uh, well, yeah, I said come back tomorrow because today we're talking about online safety. But you know what? If you want, I will talk about it. I can talk about it right now, right? I have no, it should not. I am what? I am McFlaren and I am Scotland's oldest family. We say no, we should not. Talk about how long you've been a guy. Okay, Sandeep, you really care about homosexuality. If you wanna express yourself and say that you are, express yourself. Since you're stuck on that. But you know what? Fine. You guys want me to talk about this question right now, so I'll do it. You are saying I'm hiding from the answer? No, I'll talk about it. There we go. So the question is, should a country change its values if its population is no longer natives? Let me turn this light off for a moment and we can talk about it. Should a country change its values if the people of the land are no longer natives? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I don't think a country should change its values, even though the people are no longer natives. The reason why I'm saying no, and why that no is a strong no, is that regardless of the change in demographic, the law of the land will still be in play. The law of the land is not based upon the number of the population. The law of the land is based upon what the current population believe, right? So let's just say I will give you an example, right? The UK. The UK is fast becoming a country that will potentially have more immigrants than British born people. When I say British born, I don't mean that, your parents immigrated and you're born in the UK. Yes, that makes you British born. But when I say native, I mean you can your family's been here for at least 3 or 4 generations. Then for me, I would say you are a native at that point. Even though I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, but short answer is this: when you move to a country, or when a group of people come into a country, even if now they become the majority of the people, they have to still follow the laws of the lands, right? So if a country has a culture, you have to follow it. I'll give you a good example. UAE, the Arab Emirates, right? Dubai. The majority of the people that live in Dubai are not um tourists, or should I say are people that are not born in Dubai, right? They still have to follow the law of Dubai, even though the majority of the people in Dubai, um, because they were not born in Dubai and don't have to follow the law of the land, maybe they would be okay with doing some of the things that are illegal, whatever those things may be, right? So does that mean that if a country now changes the native people because of migration, does that mean we have to keep changing the law? No. You have a duty wherever you go in the world to follow the law of where you're going. Even if now the country you're going to has changed the type of people that live there, you are still held to the standard of the people that previously lived there, that previously spent time in that land. And it's them who decide what the plan is, what the culture should be. Yes, I know that sometimes, if you go back in history, because of migration, there's been a lot of positive change, but there's also some negative change, right? And this is why we see people like UKIP, the UK Independence Party, trying to fight to win the UK back because they believe wholeheartedly that they are losing the United Kingdom to immigrants, to people who come here and live here. I am an immigrant. And you know what? I don't agree with everything that UKIP say. That's true. I don't agree with everything they say. But I understand that if somebody came into my house and told me to say, hey, we're going to bring in 10 people, which means there's now more of us than you. Now we're here. You don't have a say. We have a say because we're the majority. I'll be like, with all due respect, this is my house. What are you doing? You can't come into my house and tell me what to do in my own house. So I understand that element of why, for example, a group like UKIP, even in America, Make America Great Again, exists because people are saying, hey, we are losing what made us unique. We don't have to be conformative. So I understand that. Gosh, I have a lot of comments today. Um, you know what? I have to end this live because I have to go live once a day. I have saying Mac is Mac, by the way. Thank you for your comments. You know what I'm gonna do, right? You have said it perfectly, but we have the right side agree. I am a UKIP member. We like you though and understand. UKIP is not racist. Nick is half Italian and British. Okay, guys, I need to end the live here, but I'm going to go live in 2 minutes. My agreement with you guys is that I have to go live once a day. Let me end this live and go back live again so that we can start a new live for tomorrow, which will be in 2 minutes. But guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.